let's keep going.
Looks like that cannon still works. You know what that means?
Looks valuable.
Ha! Bullseye! We can keep going now!
Most impressive, you
Why
two.
will you need this? It actually makes it harder.
Monosense might come in handy here.
Again, items don't matter anymore, man.
And we're off!
You?
No.
Wait there, Karja. Hut! And we're off!
Switch out! Here I go! Hup! Hit! Huh? Eh! Huh? Hit! 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 Hup! Yeah! Hup! Hup! Yeah! What's this? Eat this! Hit! Eat this! Freeze solid!
How do you stand on it?
Switch! How's that? How's that? Hut! And we're off!
Wait, I didn't need to drop that? Oh my god. Okay.
Hut! Flames! Pierce through! Get ready! Fly away! How's that? Burn to ashes!
Switch out! Hit!
That was so bad.
Sorry for the wait.
Switch! Hut! Should be a good spot to rest. And we're off! Looks strong.
The aurora. Not sure why. Seeing it gives me this lonely sense of longing.
Perhaps this is how the lost Northern homeland makes look. No doubt he felt just the same.
And we're off!
Oh, shoot. I pressed jump. Fine, we'll go the right way. This is a lot of enemies. Oh, come on.
Here goes!
Shit.
Alley-oop! Nice breeze!
So weird.
Let's make tracks! Monosense might come in handy here.
Oh.
Nice try! No chance! What's this? Here goes! Here goes! Here goes! Alley-oop! Alley-oop!
That is a nice dungeon.
Catch me!
And we're off!
Check out that door. This is the end. No matter what lies beyond, we've got nothing to fear. Let's go, Adol.
Ah, you've arrived at last. This place is vaguely reminiscent of my homeland. Winters longer than I could hope to fathom. Summers that pass in the wink of an eye. The fleeting skies of the latter were much the same as the one we see above us.
I brought Katja with me.
So you did. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
This the old timer, Adol?
As I thought, it truly is you. Rollo, my dear husband.
Huh?
Leela, how long has it been? You've suffered in countless ways on my account. And to top it off, I've grown gray and decrepit with age. I was convinced I lacked the dignity to so much as look you in the eye.
Don't be ridiculous. All this time, I assumed you were no longer of this world.
Rollo? The Rollo?
Well, that proves my theory.
You saw this coming? He'd have to be at least 100 years old.
Over 140 or so, in fact, though I've long ceased keeping count. It was my unfinished business that stopped me from shuffling off this mortal coil.
Unfinished business? Actually, that reminds me. Why did you disappear after the Grieger laid waste to your country?
The Grieger? Ah, yes. You speak of the malevolent beings born of the Sea King's throne.
Pardon? Where did you get that idea?
So, you never noticed either, Leela. From here, one can witness the state of the world for what it is. The true nature of the Sea King's throne is that of the latent power within the unconscious minds of man. In particular, humanity's innate ability to forge the world around them.
What do you mean by that?
Take a moment to contemplate. The world, as humans know it, exists by way of human thoughts and emotions. Therefore, it is the perceptions of the people in any given time and place that compose the world. Should the world ever change, it is because the hearts and minds of man have changed.
I guess that makes some amount of sense.
But then what need was there to prepare a physical throne?
That is where my understanding ends. Perhaps the gods thought to provide man a means by which to realize his own gifts. The throne that crumbled to dust, I'd wager, was nothing more than a simple armchair.
A mere chair? If that is indeed the case, why do you say it was the throne that brought forth the Grieger?
Those who reside in the lands of Obelia Gulf are pervaded by a deep-seated conception that by no means can they effect change, or that by no means do they wish to. It is those human sentiments that comprise the deathless Grieger in their purest form.
The Grieger are caused by man?
And those feelings of being unable to change things, or having no desire to. That's what keeps him from dying?
Yes, this was as present in the nation I founded as it is in the present age. In times of peace, man wishes for his tranquil days to last in perpetuity. Conversely, in times of strife, he elects to avert his eyes and weather the storm. Although he possesses the power to forge the world, he corners himself into stagnation. Such individuals are the ones who unconsciously give rise to the Grieger.
Does that go for the trident too?
Yes, they are fundamentally the same, albeit somewhat different in origin. From the very beginning, my mother had been incapable of bearing a child. Having married into the house of the Jarl, however, failure to provide an heir would not be brooked. In her desperation, my mother called upon Loto in prayer, and at last I was conceived.
Wait, Loto?
Isn't that one of the gods?
Yes. Even amongst the Pantheon, he is considered a maverick.
I was always taught never to pray to Loto.
That is because Loto is a god who engenders chaos. Some rumors even hold that it was he who drove the Normans out of their homeland.
What?
That said, there are times chaos can bring about weal just as much as it does woe. Thus do people continue to implore his aid, as had been done in eras past. It is for this reason that he is disparaged by other gods as a divine evil.
Quite so. In response to my mother's pleas, Loto implanted 3 malices into her womb. Such is the story of how I was born.
That's just...
Upon first learning of this, I resented my mother. But in retrospect, I am grateful. After all, she had been willing to go to such lengths to wish for my birth. And then, we have Leela, who awakened my inner self slumbering within the depths of my subconscious.
Rolo.
It must be acknowledged, however, that this very act is what brought about the great calamity in all of its tragedy. I am of a mind to put an end to these malices with which I am one. And quashing malice born of humanity necessitates humans of equal strength.
You wouldn't. You mustn't.
Trident, return to me. I stand before you as your true liege and master.
Stop this! The malice! No! No!
Oh, nearly lost myself there.
Rollo?
Those devils could not be vanquished at the time of the Great Calamity. I had my reasons, you see, for whiling my days away in Bivrost, the collective unconscious of humankind. My aim was to devitalize the malices bit by bit, and at the same time...
I'm getting a vision in my head.
Those are Griegers they're fighting.
Those who not only confront the malice born of their unconscious, but prevail against it. It is with their futures that I cast my lot.
Did Gren just...
Conquering malice requires the strength of will and mind to envision what you aspire to, and be certain you will realize it. The key lies not in cold calculations, but rather the courage to believe in oneself, even in the absence of rational grounds. Adol, that blade you have come to acquire, the Haim's Kringla. It embodies the very courage you and your companions have gained over the course of your journey. Adol, Karja, now is the time for you to strike me down!
Is that what you really wish for?
It is. All was in service of this moment.
You're on. But on one condition.
What might that be?
Leela, you play for his side.
What?
There, Grimps. This round, you and Leela get to fight as a team.
Adol. Karja.
Hell's bells! Ha! I couldn't ask for anything better! Lucky for me, the ones who made it to this isle were two stout young souls like yourselves. Leela!
Yes.
So that's your true form. A mermaid.
Adol. Karja. Thank you both.
We're really in for it now, huh? You won't go holding that against me, right?
Not a bit.
Here it is. The point our journey's been leading up to. This is one fight we can't afford to lose. Let's go, Shield brother.
Conquer the malice of this world!
We shall engage you in tandem.
Try this upside!
Nice try! Get ready!
To think that after a century, we'd be standing shoulder to shoulder like this. I'm sorry for what happened all that time ago, Leela.
You needn't give it a second thought, my love. Adol, Karja. The two of us will come at you with every
Oops, you
fiber
gotta
of
block
our
that.
beings.
Beating you all the more worth it. Right, Adol? Eat this!
Nice try! The power of mana! Here's through!
Brace yourselves!
Are you
Phase
all
two?
right, my love?
I'm managing to retain control of myself. Thanks to you. That alone, however, will not be enough to stop Rolo of the Bloody Sea. As expected, our only resort is for these two to prevail.
We've got even more left to give. And by us, we're in this till the end.
The first phase was for all four Adol, and the second phase is for Karja, because they have armor now.
Try this upside!
Together!
Third phase? Come on.
See how this treats you!
Go forth.
Georgia!
This is...
Incredible.
Very amusing, Adol, Karja. To think that a lifetime spent tossed about by the whims of fate could end with an encounter against ones of your caliber. Harbi. No, I'd go so far as to say Loto be praised. Now where were we? Let us make this a clash for the ages, my young, hopeful brethren!
Let's get this done!
Switch!
Glacial prison! No escape! Dodge this!
Take this!
I'll crush ya! Yeah! I'll crush ya! Yeah! Glacial prison! How's that? You ready? No escape! You ready?
Try this upside!
Crumble! I'll crush ya! Take this! Not a
Did you throw a
chance!
boat at me?
You are formidable indeed.
This cracker!
Switch out! Yes, left! You ready? Take this! Trouble!
It'll take more than that to obliterate the
Slice and
malice!
dice!
Heed my summons.
Oh, you missed the block.
You ready? To end it!
No escape!
I'll crush ya!
Switch! Fly away!
Flee for your lives.
Glacial prison! No
Oh, no.
escape!
Eat this cracker! Incinerate! Incinerate! Eat this cracker! Eat this cracker! Eat this cracker!
I have reached
done it. At last.
4 phases.
Is it over?
Karja. Adol. Thank you.
Mom?
Elena. Could it be that her resolve materialized into those shackles through...
Her own doing, yes. By way of the world-forging gift all humans innately possess. There is yet more to her strength of will and mind. In weaving a bond between Karja and Adol, it served as a major guiding force toward this outcome.
It just goes to show. Our journey found support in all shapes and sizes. Adol! Your sword!
That sword was also your latent power. A manifestation of the potential residing in each of you. With its purpose now fulfilled, it has returned to its proper place. For so long, I have bided my time for those who could lay me low. Humans are weak, but it is for this reason that they are yet capable of much and more. Where once I regarded this quality with contempt, in the end, I do so in admiration.
Gramps.
Well, Adol, what say we conclude by revealing the answer? The contents of that emptied chest were my greatest treasure. I trust that you recall my saying this as well as the riddle I posed.
Of course I do.
That sword you were wielding, the Heimskringla, embodied your respective potentials. My greatest treasure is none other than you. You are the promise this world holds.
Rollo.
Oh. It would appear that they've finally come to whisk this old man away. The time we spent on this isle together, Adol, was nothing short of irreplaceable. And Karja, I've caused you such hardship.
Gramps.
Is this really goodbye?
Well, naturally. I'm already 100 and... What was it again?
143 years old, my love.
Ah, yes. How could I forget? Fret not, even should we part. Our bonds endure.
Are you all right?
Thank you, Leela, for letting me make the best of my life. At last, I will see for myself what wonders await in Valhalla. Adol, Karja, remember these words well. Humans can forge the world. Of this much, I am certain.
Rollo? my dearest. If you please.
Great King Rollo, founder of Norgard, go with the love and grace of the gods.
The gods, huh? Makes you wonder how Rollo felt about being at their mercy.
Not too thrilled if I had to guess. But from what I gather, the man lived a life worth commemorating. Valkyria, guide his majesty to Walhalla, to Har's hallowed halls.
He'll be missed.
Aye. He carried the weight of the world on his shoulders. An incredible old-timer through and through.
Adol, Karja. No turn of phrase could ever express the depth of my gratitude. But even still, I thank you deeply. The memory of his parting smile is one I will forever hold. That we could arrive at this closure is more than I dared hope.
Wasn't nearly enough to pay back what he's done for us, if you ask me. But on a lighter note, what's next for you, Leela?
That is yet to be decided. My simple wish is to continue keeping vigil over these lands he sought to preserve. The only question is what form that endeavor should take. Incidentally, Adol, you'll be departing soon after this, yes? Are you alright with that, Karja?
I'll admit, I considered trying to hold him up at first. But the thing is, it takes awareness to grow as a person. And you can't be aware of much unless you take the steps to learn more. Now I know that adventures are something Adol just can't go without. So I don't think tying him down will do him any favors. Not being joined at the wrist anymore will take some adjusting to. But I think this is what my mom was getting at when she let us out of her cuffs.
By that token, one could see this as your liberation as well. Now is your chance to take life by the reins, as Ilena might say.
Yeah, that's why I'm working out some plans of my own.
I see. More farewells are coming down the line, then.
Aye. But let's not start a pity party about it. Well, Adol, you're headed to Karnak first, right? Let me give you a ride. I've got some business there myself. For all of Gren and the townsfolk's efforts, they've still got a ways to go on rebuilding.
I'm sure they can handle it.
Yeah, this is nothing compared to what they've already accomplished. It shouldn't be long before the passenger liner makes port. Best you join up with Dogi and Dr. Flare and shove off.
I would like to say goodbye to Gren and them first.
That's so. Well, how's this then? Ditch the liner, and I'll take you as close to your destination as I can on the Sandras. That way, you won't have to keep to any schedules.
Are you sure?
Look, I'm the one offering, so don't think twice about it. Now get a move on, will ya? I'll be right here waiting.
I'm here to say goodbye. Of course he did. You really toughen up. Actually, I'm just set out for Celesta. Next game. Set up the next game, basically. Another reason why adventure is the best. Where the heck did that rainbow one come from? I missed you guys too. Just as I suspected. Sure it will. I'll definitely visit. Hey, what about you? Okay. You enjoy that. I just came to say goodbye. I'll come back to Karnak someday. You'll get so popular there'd be no vacancies. Don't tell me you just rejoined those mercenaries. Hope we get to meet again. All right. So it took us about 25 hours?
That's that then. The torch is yours from here on out.
Sure thing. Consider it a promise.
We should get going soon.
You finish up already?
Hard to believe this could be our last trip on the Sandras, huh?
She's been with us through thick and thin. Rather a shame we have to part ways.
You said it. Having her see us off like this doesn't make it any easier either.
Well, no time like the present. Let's hoist the sails and put to sea.
Fare thee well, Karnak.
I'd very much like to return in the future, after they've fully rebuilt.
Hey, Adol. About where I'm dropping you off. Kaznan's inland from the Salsetan coast, so there's no harbor in the area. That means we'll have to shoot for the passenger liner's port of call.
Ahoy!
Was that? Those guys. Seems like every one of them's managed to find a new life goal to work toward.
What about you, Karja?
I'm the same. Since that talk with my mom, I've settled on a goal of my own. To scour the seas for a place where we Normans can build a new home. To take my turn carrying on the dream she and so many others stood for. That's nobody's choice but mine, of course. Sure, it'll mean rough waters ahead of me. But seeing Rolo, the life that old-timer led, it spurred me on.
I know you can do it.
Can't say how, but I'll try. Adol? Decades from now, when I'm an old woman and you're an old man, no matter how much time goes by, we'll still be shield brother and shield sister. If you're in a fix, I'll rush to the rescue sure as the sun. So, whenever it comes to mind, even if it's only once in a while, come pay me a visit, okay?
I wonder if all these games will eventually build up into like the final game where the whole world's in danger. And we call on each character from each game to come and help us. That'd be pretty cool. Guys, that is it for this game. Honestly, it's really good. Well, not real, it's very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The story, it is what it is. I wish there was more voice acting, but you know, I played the previous game of this and it has basically the same amount of voice acting. And yeah. I think this game could, the ocean traveling could use a little bit more deets in it, a little bit more detail, a little bit more nuance, but for what it is, it's actually pretty fun. And the story wasn't terrible, which is like pretty good. Usually most of the JRPGs I play, the story is either very mediocre or lackluster. Please do keep in mind that every time I play one of these games, I keep telling people I read like literally 200 plus mangas, whatever. all the you know, Eastern comics out there, like a lot of it, hundreds a month. So I have read through so many cliches, so many stories that it takes a lot to impress me. So, you know, don't take my word for the fact that I find this story very tame, very mediocre. Too hard, because I've read so many stories like this, so many. So yeah, other than that, the combat is actually pretty decent for what it is. It's pretty decent. The loop does get boring. Like, let's just take out, like, just talk about the basic combat mechanic, right? You play as Adol. You spam out your abilities, you switch to Karja, you spam out her abilities. By the time you're done, Adol's, you know, SP meter has fully recharged. You switch back to him, you spam out more abilities, and you keep doing that over and over and over for every single fight. And you win. That's basically it. That's how the fight goes. So yeah, it does get tedious at the end there, which is why I didn't really want to explore anything more, because I'm like, wow, that is that's too much, right? What else? Weapons. God, this game, I have the same complaint about this as in the previous one. I wish the character's model changed with weapons. I wish weapon have more of an impact in the game other than just increased damage. And yeah, so a little bit more equipment management would have been nice. Overall, I think it's a pretty good game. And if I had to give it an out of 10 score, it would sit solidly at a 7. Because I think it's just great. It's a great JRPG, but it's not fantastic or anything like that. And it's not mediocre or average. Just like the previous game. Alright, so with that said, I'm gonna skip this, see if there's anything after, but I don't think so. I like the Viking theme to it too, which is nice. Each one of these games have like a specific theme, and I do enjoy it. And like I said, I hope that eventually they'll finish off the series with Adol, and it'll put us into like a situation to where the whole world's in danger and you get to re-meet all these characters again. That would be nice. But until then, I'll see you guys next time for another game. Oh, the title screen changed. That's nice. Have a wonderful day, guys. Goodbye.